some gravy. No, not gravy, gravy. Cause yo down here, you either going to Right Street or you going to Grady. Word. Drop top, I'm behind the wheel. No, for real. Count $100 bill. No, for real. On my ops, they just wanna chill. No, for real. If we get caught, we don't squeal. No, for real. Every time I drop a tape, it come with a golden seal. Other acting fake. No, I'm so for real. Other fake, but I'ma let it go for real. For real. Super slave. Quality moccasins, we rock. Day I went shopping. Daxing when the tape dropping. It ain't hard to tell you they ain't popping. Overweight, weight watching. Pull the play fake option. I'ma play the whole game like it ain't no rules. Wide awake, YSL boat shoes. It's a mystery, but ain't no clues. Ain't for free, that's why I charge whatever I so choose. Hey, I'm the only yo, I be master speaking. Left your eardrums bleeding. Son, my North be so high, yo, Cleveland. We always get even. Throw you in the till you quit breathing. When it quit dreaming, you gon' have to catch me in demons. I be moving like Shadow Stevens. Underground warlords, we battle demons. Send that your Adam's apple region. That's how I leave.
Trees from the block. Monomarine yachts, fingerprint screen lock. Know these buckets. I've seen a on frequent spots. The strip gets bled until the bleeding stops. My catalog grimy like Chanel Ave travelers. I'm on the beach like Hasselhoff, they're trying to mash the sauce. Sip in Manhattan lost. While I write my notes in the captain's log. Courtside, court shit, I need my name up on the Forbes. Before it's just another on the Porter Porsches. Endorsements, you was on the strip and got for corner store trips. I need more trips, I'm talking quarter mils. Bags full of foreign bills. Shorty bumping Laura Hill. All my dogs sick, more than ill. These old heads like Patrick Peterson, they on the corner still.
Yeah. Beza. Yeah. I came a long way from lunch trays and eating rice. Phone ain't got no service, I'm on a PJ.
Greetings. Everyone, hope you're as excited as we are to watch 7 play 8. It's the Eastern Conference Play-In Tournament on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Leonard can't get it to go. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And here's Murray. Pass to McCain. Leonard outside. Over Portis. Money on the 19-footer.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, "I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Drew Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor."
Allie, thank you.
You talk about player development. In a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Murray with it. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. To the paint. Wagner with a steal. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Some nasty handles from Holiday, leaving the defense shaking its head and all.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Holmgren. From outside the arc. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hero outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Murray. The three. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Hero. Unloads. The offensive rebound. Zubats. Kicks it to Hero. Here's Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Hero. Back to Holiday. Wagner outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Leonard outside. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Murray from outside. Tipped.
Well, we've always talked about the great defender that Holiday is. Well, he showed you right there with the rejection.
The Sixers leading. Now here's Wagner. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Leonard for three. And Hero grabs the board. This is a game neither of these teams wanted to play. They were both hoping to capture a 6th seed during the regular season. Rest up for round 1. Instead, they finished 7-8 and are in danger of missing the playoffs.
And that's what makes tonight especially important. A win automatically locks up the 7th seed for you. Now, you increase your momentum going into the playoffs, too. It's actually an opportunity to step up your game before the postseason starts.
And for the loser tonight, it's just the opposite. Momentum is running away from you. You have to turn it around quickly to play in the elimination game. And even if you win that, you're going to be exhausted heading into a 7-game series. Now here's Wagner. Denied by Leonard.
Those long arms and big hands of Leonard helping him send that one back.
Pass to Holiday. The three. Knocks down the triple. Holiday's got 5. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Now here's Leonard. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. 4-3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Now Holiday somehow misses the two-handed jam.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Here's McCain. No points so far. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lopez. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here's Portis. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's McCain. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the basket by Holiday. He's got 7. And it's Murray with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
15 seconds. Calling for the fourth of the 76ers.
Murray with it. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Now here's Miller. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Brooklyn trailing. Here's McCain. Outside Porter. Pass to Koloko. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Nets on D. Now here's Holiday. He has 7. Miller outside. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the 76ers lead by 2. And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even thrown into his body yet.
Here's Koloko. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. And that one's good. Holmgren's got 7.
Nice steady play from Holmgren against the ticking clock. I mean, focus there on finding the shot.
Back to Wagner. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, And that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Wagner. Miller on the wing. Pass to Portis. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Now Miller. 5 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Porter. Still no points. 58 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Koloko. And Klingon pulls it down.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Picked up by Sohan. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Now here's Porter to the inside. Koloko.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And here's Miller. From 12 feet. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Buzelis. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Philadelphia on top. Up by... And welcome back, everyone, to second quarter action of this NBA play-in game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here's Rupert. No made baskets yet. Outside Strus. Fires the three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. The Sixers lead by 5. Hero with it. Pass to Miller. Inside. Here's Brooks. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That's what Brooks likes. Power hoops.
Here's Koloko. Here's Buzelis. Second shot opportunity. Clark grabs the board.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Pass to Miller. Brooks outside. Back to Miller. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Klingon. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Outside Strus. Buries it from 3. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Miller. Clingan. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Count that one. Coloco's got 6.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
First team. Number 4 for the 76ers. Number 40.
Here's Miller. 3-pointer, no good. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throws dropped for Strus. Nets trail by 5. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And then Porter with the dunk.
He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Brooks. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket.
A guy who brings energy and confidence to your team, Holiday. Never stays still. Always on the move. A tough defensive assignment for anybody.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Holiday. That one's no good.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
They set the pick. Pass to Coloco. He's off on the layup. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Hero outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Nets trail by 4. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Out left to the wing. Out to Leonard. Here comes Kawhi. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams making some changes here. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Porter. Pass to Rupert. Leonard outside. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. And you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Outside Porter. Leonard looking around. Fires it from 18. And he drops that one in. Leonard's got 8.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing it.
Now Holiday. 10 points for him. Three-pointer, Brooks. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. 5 points in the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Outside Strus. Clock at 6. Pass to Rupert. Back to Strus. Over Clark. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And here's Holiday. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. To the middle. Uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Here's Porter. Here he goes. And then Porter with the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Brooks. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Porter. Pass to Leonard. Back to Porter. Leonard outside. Jacks up a 3. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Outside Holiday. Now Clark. Up top Brooks. Pass to Zubac. Count the basket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside Porter. Outside Strus. Leonard outside. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Right side Holiday. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
I needed to get loud in here for your
Philadelphia making a change here. Holiday hits them both.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Klingon. And it's Holmgren missing.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Graham.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Wagner for three. Rebounded by Champagny.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Pass to Miller. Fires the three. Drills it from deep. Miller's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Champagny. Guarded by Miller. They kick it out to Murray. There's a screen. Fires from way outside. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Miller outside. And stolen by Murray.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to 2K Sports coverage of the play-in game as we move to the second half of action. Here's Miller. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Klingon. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Klingon's got 8.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Champagny. Blocked!
Using that 7'2" wingspan, very effective. Portis just obliterated that shot.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And it's Murray off the drive. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's hauled in by Portis.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Hero outside. Wing shot on the way. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Champagny. Left side Murray with the drive.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Here's Klingon. Back to Wagner. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Holmgren. Outside Tate. Pass to Murray. And there's a pick. Tries again. And the jumper falls for him. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Murray's shooting, probably the strongest part of his game. Absolutely exceptional. Whenever the ball is coming off his fingers like that, my assumption is it's good.
And here's Miller. Puts up a three. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Lets it go from deep. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. Nets trailed by 5. Murray with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Champagny. Here's Buzelis. 6 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Hero. The three is up. Offensive rebound. Klingon. And there's the rejection. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And the 76ers making a change here. Portis the screen. Shot from the top of the key. It's tipped. He goes up. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Now here's Hero. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Outside Murray for the tie. It's rebounded by Zubats. Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Hero. Wagner outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Jayshawn Tate. That's his first foul. And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, Graham, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Zubats. Rebounded by the Nets. Porter looks it over. Here's McCain. Now Leonard. 11 points in the game. Clock at 6. Here's Strus. Outside for Porter. Lets it go. Brooks with the rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And here's Holiday. 12 points for him. Down low. Blocked! And now the Nets on the break. And here's Strus outside. And the Nets miss again. The Sixers lead by 3. Zubac screen. Here's Holiday. The dive for the ball. Brooks outside. Launches it. Holiday, that one's good. Holiday's got 15.
Well, that assertive, confident attitude. I mean, Holiday knew as the pass was coming his way that he was going to catch it and let it go quickly.
Pass to Leonard. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And the 76ers with possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Strus with it. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And the Nets miss again.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Nets trail by 6. Outside Porter. Leonard for 3. Outside for Porter. Goes back up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Porter able to draw the whistle there because he's such a dynamic scorer and playmaker.
So both teams changing it up here. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Miller outside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Miller's got 14.
Rising to meet the challenge of that interior defense. What a play by Miller.
Going inside. And here's Lopez from the arc. Connects from downtown.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. Holiday from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Lopez. Outside Strus. And here's Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Here's McCain. To the paint. Second chance effort. And Holmgren lays it in. Holmgren's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Back to Holiday. And he gets that one. He's got 17.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's McCain. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Klingon. Back to Holiday. Brooks outside. No good on the three. Now here's Lopez. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. He gets it up. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth. And we return now to the final quarter of coverage for the NBA play-in game. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Rupert. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Hero. 6 to shoot. Here's Phillips to take the lead. The shot misses. Brooks left side. Now here's Hero. Lopez with the steal. Here's Rupert. Phillips' shot is off. Now Hero. Pass to Miller. Now Brooks. Miller outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. Here's Clark. Back to Hero. Miller on the wing. Tries yet again. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
There's a screen. Here's McCain. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Sixers leading. Miller outside. Clark outside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Strus. That one's good. This game is all even.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open at crunch time?
Hero on the wing. Buries it down low. And the 76ers lead by 2.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Here they are. Team.
Team's deciding to change it up. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Philadelphia with the ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Outside Holiday. Clark outside. Here's Klingon. Another shot. Brooklyn with the board. And here's Murray. Inside. Leonard on the wing. Back to Holmgren. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Miller. Driving in. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Oh, there's the alley. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Outside Holiday. Here's Klingon. And a missed layup. Murray with it. Pass to Holmgren. To tie it up. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Wagner outside. Back to Holiday. For three. Here's Clark. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Philadelphia making a change here. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nets. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Holmgren. Leonard for three. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Back to Miller. From the arc. They grab their own miss. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Here's Hero. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
The focus from Holmgren there.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Portis outside. Pass to Wagner. Got a hand on it. They break out 5-on-3. Chet's not messing around inside.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Philadelphia. Hero outside. Pass to Wagner. From downtown. Up again. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
To the inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Now here's Wagner. Outside Holiday. Back to Hero. Back to Holiday. Launches a three. Here's Zubac. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. The Nets with the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Holiday. That's tipped. Tries to save it. Ooh, stolen by Murray. They're running. Back to Leonard. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock with a 9-footer. And Hero grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Down low to stop the run. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Wagner, one of those guys that loves to deliver when it matters most.
Left side Murray to the left side wing. To the wing, right side. Here's Leonard. Leonard taking him on.
That was a ginormous bucket by Leonard. Big time performer.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Miller outside. The three ball. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The three from Holmgren is kept alive. Back to Murray. Here's Rupert. Pass to Murray. Clock at 4. And here's Holmgren. Over Portis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Holiday. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach. He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
And I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Here's Miller. Goes back up. And what a huge win for the Brooklyn Nets. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Tonight, just an appetizer for what's in store beyond these play-in games.
House party of my generation. Black as water, never no pancakes in the kitchen. Man, not one of our lives is caught up in the daily superstition that the world is but the end. Gives a we never do listen unless it comes with an 808. A melody and some PlayStation and some technology want my soul. Looking around and all I see is a big crowd that's product of me, and it probably relatives relevant